You already know this, but you pretend you do not. People decide your value before you speak, before your ideas, before your effort. You are being measured in rooms you never entered, judged by people who never listened, ranked by signals you did not know you were sending. And the most uncomfortable part, you are losing without knowing the rules. This is not a moral failure. It is a design failure. The world is not moral. It is efficient. Nature does not reward intention. It rewards position. Humans are animals with language layered on top. Status scanning, threat assessing, risk avoiding. You are not evaluated by what you want. You are evaluated by what you project. Machiavelli understood this centuries ago and wrote what people still fear to say out loud. Men judge more by the eye than by the hand. What you appear to be matters more than what you are. Goals do not move the hierarchy. Design does. You were taught to set goals. Dream big. Stay motivated. Visualize outcomes. That advice comforts the powerless. Predators do not chase goals. They build systems. A lion does not wake up motivated. It occupies territory. Goals are fragile. They depend on mood, on inspiration, on permission. Design is cold, repeatable, unemotional. When you rely on goals, you signal dependency on the future. Dependency is weakness. Machiavelli again? He who builds on the people builds on mud. Goals are promises to yourself. Design is a structure others must obey. Look back at your life. The meetings where you were ignored. The conversations where you over-explained. The moments where you felt the energy shift and did not know why. You thought it was about competence. It was not. It was posture, tone, silence, timing. You broadcasted need. Animals smell weakness instantly. Humans do the same, just with better excuses. Virtues become liabilities when misused. Honesty without leverage becomes confession. Kindness without boundaries becomes access. Ambition without structure becomes noise. Machiavelli warned you, it is not necessary for a prince to have all the good qualities, but it is necessary to appear to have them. Appearance opens doors. Essence only matters after entry. Stop setting goals. Goals ask, what do I want? Design asks, what position do I occupy? The ruler does not chase outcomes. The ruler engineers inevitability. Design your day to remove choice. Design your environment to enforce discipline. Design your presence to reduce resistance. This is not motivation. This is architecture. When the structure is correct, behavior follows. Machiavelli again? Fortune favors the bold. Boldness is not emotion. It is positioning before action. Victims ask for fairness. Rulers secure access. Victims speak to be understood. Rulers speak to be obeyed. Victims overshare to connect. Rulers withhold to control. Noise signals hunger. Silence signals surplus. Comfort produces stagnation. Power requires friction. Every time you choose comfort, you trade authority for relief. Watch a wolf pack. The alpha does not bark the most. It moves first. It claims space. In negotiations, the one who speaks last wins. In crowds, the still figure draws attention. In banks, silence is leverage. You have felt this. The man who said less but was deferred to. The woman who entered and shifted the room without effort. That is design. Start with behavior, not belief. Stand still when others fidget. Pause before responding. Lower your verbal output by half. Silence is not emptiness. It is a projection screen. People will fill it with authority, competence, threat. Machiavelli wrote, never attempt to win by force what can be won by deception. Restraint deceives the nervous system of others. They assume depth where there is calm. Do not wait to feel confident. Confidence is a side effect of controlled behavior. Waiting is weakness disguised as preparation. Online, the rules are identical. Overposting signals need. Explaining everything signals insecurity. Chasing engagement signals dependency. Scarcity creates value. Controlled visibility creates intrigue. Post less. Say more with less. Let gaps exist. Machiavelli again? A man who wishes to make a profession of goodness in everything must necessarily come to grief. Among so many who are not good, the algorithm rewards strength, not virtue. Understanding this changes nothing. Execution is the abyss. Most will agree. Few will act. They will save the video, quote the ideas, return to noise. You will feel exposed, uncomfortable, restricted. That discomfort is hierarchy realigning. Design requires sacrifice of expression, of validation, of comfort. That is why most fail. Identity shift. When you move differently, you think differently. When you speak less, your words sharpen. When you control posture, the mind follows. When you remove excess, power accumulates. Identity is not discovered. It is enforced. Machiavelli knew. It is better to be feared than loved if one cannot be both. Fear here is not violence. It is consequence. What you heard is only the surface. The deeper layers cannot be shared publicly, not because they are secret, but because the unprepared misuse them. If you stayed to the end, you already separated yourself. Subscribe if you want the public layer. Join the inner level if you want the uncensored mechanics. That space is not for everyone. It is protection, not marketing. Final choice: victim or master, invisible or inevitable, observed or respected. Make your choice.